Hello, Eric. Oh, wow, the gain on my microphone is still really hot. Let me fix that. I usually have to ride it pretty... Oh, well, Chandler's feeding time. Hello, everyone. Um, yes, different background. But luckily I have colored lights in my living room, so I can actually set it to the purple still. It's a little bit more magenta than I was hoping, but I think it's just the mix of the other color temperatures that are in the space that's just not happy. So, we still here, we thriving. Wait, replace what? Like the one? Where is it? Up there in the living room? Yeah, I've always, well, always. I think the last 8 months or so, I've had like Apple Home compatible fixtures and stuff in my living room and kitchen. Actually, the one that's directly above me, I can change color to. If it cooperates today. You gonna change for me? Hello. Yeah, and I skimped out and I didn't get the like best quality of those type of lights, which I now regret. But live and let learn, I guess. Yeah, it's not gonna work for me. That's upsetting. Well, if it randomly turns purple, everybody gets a digital high five. But the command to make it purple is sent into the atmosphere, so we'll see if it actually happens. But yeah, it's just light. It's not like I'm doing a stream today that's purely about lights and stuff like that. So also I'm hoping Megan stops by because I am repping my high-end systems and ETC company shirt today. Also, if she decides to, this is Chandler's cat bed that she normally likes to sleep in during the day, and the window she likes to sit in during the day. So I hope that bodes well for us and that she jumps up there when she's done eating. Actually, when she's done eating and then probably using her litter box, because that's her morning routine. Also, I know that the space that I'm in today is a little bit more live than usual because I got all this space for my voice to bounce in. So please let me know if my voice sounds funky. I can make some adjustments. I tried my best up top to kind of see what I could do, but you know, it's for you guys, not for me. So let me know how it sounds out there. But today, as of right now, it looks like I'm just building for you, Eric, which is totally fine because this is a fun little project. I'm going to be doing the hashtag light hack project, which is ETC's unofficial little DIY box that you can build with an Arduino Uno, couple of wires, couple encoders, fader pots, and various other things in a small little black box that you can then control ETC Nomad, which is their offline software, from this little box. The box 1 version allows you to do next and last buttons, a select button, and then the pan and tilt encoders. There are different versions of the coding that allow you to do different parameters, and there's actually an upgrade which I think I would love to do on stream that takes this whole setup and puts it in a box that allows 4 encoders and I believe 6 buttons, so that way it's more along the lines of what a actual light desk has on it, because it has the 4 encoders and then the 6 soft keys or 6 selection buttons for those encoders, which seems more my speed and what I would want from my offline light hack box. But I want to build the initial one today because it's the one that everyone can go out and buy. The light hack box 2, box 3, and box 4 all exist. all those ones are a little bit more advanced and require people to know a little bit more, not only about how the light desk works and what buttons go where, what encoders do what, but also the coding side of stuff, because it gets a little bit more complicated, which I would love to go on that journey with you all, because I think that would be fun. But today we are starting with the bare bones box one, the one that everyone can get, so that way we can do something kind of together. And that way, if you want to, you can come back and watch this, build it with me, if you feel the desire to do so. Or one of my favorite things about Twitch is that this will be uploaded as a VOD for a while, and then after that I plan on uploading it to YouTube, so that way people can then turn around and utilize this video in that way. Now, I won't be able to monetize it on YouTube, which sucks, because the music I'm using right now is fine for Twitch, but it's not fine for YouTube. So. Oh, it sounds good. Great. I didn't see that message before I started talking. There goes Chandler walking to her box. It's like I've had her for 10 years. Okay, so without further ado, you saw a little bit of a tease of it, but this is the setup for today. We got me up here in the small corner, and then the whole table for me to work on. I got my laptop and everything set up here with my Stream Deck, so that way I can turn on and off certain things. I got my keyboard, which is on a long wire, so I could tuck it out of the way so I can have a bigger workspace, as well as my Bluetooth trackpad, so that way I can actually toss that off to the side if necessary when I don't need it. I think Chandler is done. Let's see if she goes in her window. Hi, Chan. Hi. Go your window. We'll see if it happens. God. Okay, Chan. This will be the one time that you get to come on the table during this stream. Come here. Come on. Pick you up. Now, what if this was just the whole stream? What if I did a cat petting stream? That it's just me petting my cat on the table from above. Yes, drop those channies. You probably all heard that rub against my microphone. Okay, Bean. Okay. So, that was a good little interlude. So yeah, this will be the setup for today. And the thing that everyone is waiting for, the light hack box. Oh wow. Do I need to improve the contrast or what? I guess I didn't do a true white balance with this camera yet. Wow, that's horrendous. That's a little better. It's not the best quality, but yeah, it's blowing out the sensor exactly. But I wanted to be able to see that ETC logo. That was the biggest thing. Wonder if I should just turn down the light in general. And before you ask, no, I don't have that automated. I can't. The lights that I have aren't that smart. But yeah, ETC I got the ETC, the part number for the light hack. If you're looking to order it. But all that comes in this thing, legitimately, is a decently long USB-A to USB-B cable. With gold ends, which I always appreciate. I find it to be a little bit more high quality to have gold, even though it doesn't have any merit to how good it works. So that, and then the light hack box itself. So we'll tuck the cardboard off to the side. It's just a very simple black box. They require you to actually drill out, which you can see in the camera a little bit, that I'm going to have to drill out this box to actually have the encoder buttons and the face panel to have a place. The smattering of wires that are required. Nice Arduino stickers and supporting the community. A sticker that I believe is meant to go on the back once you're all finished. The connector wires and wire harnesses for certain things that I think because of the way the system works, they thought that it made more sense for them to kind of put the wire harness in here than having you try to do it yourself, which I appreciate because this wire harness is a bitch and a half if you have to repair or build from scratch. So I'm happy that this is the way they decided to do it. Also, Wago connectors, certain washers and screws in there. You got the 2 encoders that are going to get added into the system. You have the actual fader pots and I believe the button assemblies, which are cherry. You got the LCD screen, which is 16:2. It's just basic character readout. It's not anything fancy. I believe the box 2, 3, and 4 version, you upgrade the LCD screen. And then finally, the Arduino Uno R3 board, which you can't really see in this lighting. But luckily, my friends, I have a solution for that because I am prepared. I have close-up camera, so that way I can show this stuff off. So like I mentioned before, we got the stickers and the instruction booklet thanking you for doing this. USB, the box. The other versions are community-based. Yeah, they're not officially... I mean, none of this is technically officially licensed by ETC. This first one is just sold by ETC to kind of help people get it out there. It's actually developed by ETC employees, which is why ETC is just like, yeah, we kind of support this. But yeah, that's why it's not officially an ETC product. So box 2, 3, and 4, and people have made like 2.5 and stuff like that. All of those are just community-based and upgrades. So we have the individual Wago connectors and wire harness screws and sets. They do actually have it pulled up in another... Well, I had it pulled up in another window. Apparently I closed it. Oh, I should have created this as a... Close this real quick. I want to create this as a command. Oh, really? Not what I wanted. Great. Apparently I pressed the wrong command keystroke and it didn't like it. Okay. Copy. Paste. Geez, that was way too difficult. But that is the main page, the ETC supported side. That that's the one that's got not only the link for you to buy the box through the ETC shop, but also the GitHub link. So that'll be the one that I put. I'm going to actually add a command right now into my cloud bot. So I have added, I'm going to update my stream info so that way anybody joining will see it too. I've added the command !light hack. So that way people can get that link. Let's check it works. There you go. Build this. Do this build yourself. etcconnect.com/etclabs. So that way, if you are interested, you can check this out yourself. But yeah, back to the close-up camera. So we got the encoders, the electronic pieces of the fader pot, as well as the keys, the mechanisms themselves, LCD screen, the wiring, and the Arduino Uno R3 board. So it is recommended on the instructions for this that I test the Arduino first. I already have done that just to make sure that my board wasn't broken when it shipped, to make sure that certain functions worked, but I didn't do the whole kit and caboodle. I didn't do the programming to make any of the system work because I wanted to do that on next Sunday with all of you. I have a strange feeling that some of the build today is going to extend past noon. If it's a little bit of time, I'll just finish it off. Otherwise, I'll box everything up and we'll finish it on stream on Sunday, because the coding side of stuff doesn't actually take that long, shockingly enough. Since it is built in the architecture that Arduino supports, it's a very simple system and there's not much going on here. So with that, I think we can actually start building this thing. I am going to have, like I mentioned before, I'm going to have the instructions open in another window. And if I'm doing something that is very much like required to have you all look at it as well, I will switch over to this screen so that way I can show what I'm working on and what I'm doing from the standpoint of the instructions themselves. But I have a very strange feeling that most of you, if not all of you, are going to want to watch this. So I'm trying to pull up the light hack info so I have it ready. There's also a couple times that I'm going to have to step away to grab printed documents, because the way that this box works is that you need to actually print out a template and then drill out holes for everything. So I'll have to, that'll be probably the first thing that I have to do now that I'm looking at it. So we'll open up this. Actually, since I'm not actually building, you can watch what I'm doing. They also have, and this is something, Eric, I'm probably going to have you do at some point. Or I'm going to do, and because I want to do this for essentially instructional purposes, because I'd love for this to be something that maybe some of the students at my job, because I work at EMU, some of those students might want to tackle and maybe become like a little workshop project or a little thing that they can do as lighting tech people to further their knowledge, not only in the lighting side of things, but also the tech and repair and tweaking and programming side of things, which I think is important. So there are STL files for a printed version of this cover that already has the holes cut out of it, which is amazing. But not what we need today. So, open image, a new tab. Print. Let's double check it's. I should be able to check here if it's working. Yep, okay, great. So hookup is good. Then we have assembly instructions, which I'm not going to print because there are too many pages and I don't want to waste it. And we have the full drawing, but the one we need is this one. Frame a new tab. Oh. I wanted, there it is, download. I never remember where the, oops, I downloaded it twice. Haha. I never remember where that stuff is sometimes in GitHub, which is my bad. Like, it's not GitHub's fault. So scale 100. Copies per page 1. Okay. Print just page 2 of 2. Cool. Now I am going to go step away and grab those documents. While I wait, Chandler is probably going to try to jump in my seat because now it's warm. So if she does, I'm going to tilt this camera down just a skosh. Oops. Just in case she comes and visits. I'll be right back. So, two things. Surprise, the printer wasn't on. And the other thing is I was just informed, and I thank you, Eric, that my camera was upside down in this shot. So I'm going to fix that real quick. It's because normally when I'm doing this, I'm in my office and my camera's mounted upside down, so I have to flip it in the shot. So, yeah, I am kind of upset that Apple didn't make the touch bar oscillate at something comparable to 30 or 60 hertz. I get why, because it's not supposed to be this incredible touchscreen surface with an amazing display. It's supposed to be something really simple that gets the point across. But man, is that annoying. my printer wasn't on, so it wasn't working. Let's see. Printer may not exist. Cool, great, awesome. What we like to see. Too late. Thank you. I thought you would, Megan. Okay, so I have a feeling, unfortunately, I need to reprint. Just print page 1. No need to print blank space. Two of 2. Scale 100. Gonna work now. Wait, did it seriously? It printed the hookup thing on the same printer that wasn't working. And I very happy. Didn't think this was gonna be the holdup. Okay. Now I'm gonna step away so I can grab those. Gaff tape on that touch bar, but I love the touch bar except when it's on camera. I'm actually curious because I think I can change this Nexigo HD to a different hertz. Oh, that did jack all. Never mind. Awesome. Okay. Speaking of gaff tape, we got I think 3 gaff packs worth of gaff tape coming to the shop soon, Eric. So get excited. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Chandler didn't come visit. That's fine. Dude, I mean, we say it's crap just because we can tell it's not gonna last. But from the standpoint of usability, it's pretty much the same. Sorry, Apollo. Sorry, all the other companies that make gaff. But, yeah. So yeah, we got this, which in theory, aha, look at that. It's the same frickin' size. What we like to see. And then I need to replace some colors in my printer. But all the important info is on there. What voltage goes where, what connections I'm going to. So that way I don't have to constantly reference the digital version. I can have this ready for today. So what is my first step? I want to do this right. First step is preparing the enclosure. So I have to do this stuff first. Cut out the template. Okay, why didn't I grab scissors? I don't know. I've discovered one flaw with me switching between things. I totally should have just brought out my second monitor, because switching between, I can't read chat. So if I'm sitting on this screen for a while, I don't know if you guys have said anything. So you friends have said anything. Sorry about that. But, oh, okay, Megan. I'll see you in a bit. So the first step of today is a crafting exercise. We love to see it. What's he going to do? Is he going to stop, or is he going to do the curve? Oh, he's doing the curve. Holy shit. And he nailed it. I'm a very big fan of continuous lines when I cut instead of segmented shortcuts, because I just think it looks cleaner, and in theory it goes by a little bit quicker. So and if I remember correctly, the reason that it's to scale and has all the drill holes the way it is because it was made with the intention to be converted from AutoCAD to STL, which is why it's 1-to-1. Here we go. Paper crinkling ASMR. Okay. So, cut out the template, lay it over the lid enclosure using screw holes or tape to make sure it doesn't. Okay. Drill out the holes using proper size drill bits. Drill starter holes in the square cutouts. May want to drill a few holes right next to each other as starting point file. Oh, this is gonna suck a little. Okay. Oh, I get it. So you screw the holes through the paper. That's smart. Let's get all these laid out so that way we can look at them in all their glory. Those nice cherry keycaps. Those are the screws I need. Get the Wago connectors out there. That is one thing that I'm not looking forward to if I have to not finish this today, is that I have to strike all this. Because it's going to look all clean and nice, and then I have to tear it all down. There's totally a screw stuck in this. Got it. Mission confirmed. Okay. Accomplished. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, cool. So, these are the screws I need. Did I seriously not? Wow, Dustin. Okay. Try to keep things split up as best as I can. Those definitely look like P1. Come on. There we go. Again, everything I'm doing today, I'm doing to the instructions. There are some modifications that you can do, like they say, oh, if you want the LCD to be mounted underneath, do these steps. Yes, I totally could. And honestly, it would look a lot better. But for the means of today, I wanted to make sure that what I'm doing is what other people can do, just based on the instructions given. Because I think that's a little bit more honest, and it kind of speaks to what I think ETC, not officially, was kind of going for. That attitude of, you know, anyone can do this. So I'm hoping that is carried through. Need to adjust the settings of my top down just a little bit more. It's not super bright, but I want the detail to be there so you can actually see the lines and stuff like that. So, okay. So next, I think they said it's an 1/8 inch. They said an 1/8" drill bit. 1/8", 1/4", and 1/2". Probably starting with the 1/8. Got my drill. OXO bits. I'm not a technical director. 1/8", 1/8", 1/4". Do I not have a 1/2" bit? Wow. That surprises me. Yeah, 3/8 it is. Okay. Start with the small holes, shall we? Okay, this is where the keyboard has to get out of my way. I didn't bring my coffee warmer out here, friends. It's bad news. Let's do this proper. Let's stand up. Got a little bin for trash before I started this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But I also know that wasn't the hardest cut I'm gonna do. Really? Burned plastic, man. When Twitch finally gets 4D, y'all are gonna love this. With the mic. That could have been cleaner, but I can clean that up a little bit later. Looking too bad. Pretty happy with the lineup so far. Oh, that looks even better, or even worse. Clean up some of the plastic. Thank you for the follow, Warwick. Welcome into this fun-filled build that we're in the middle of. We be drilling. So it says that I should switch to 1/2 inch, but I'm wondering if I do 4 1/4 inch drills in each corner instead. I understand why they want me to do 1/2. That makes total sense to me. But I'm a rebel. Or so I tell myself. You know, the fact that this is paper makes it really fragile. Yeah, I'm a bit happier with that than I would have been if it was 3/8. I can clean that up with my file. Tilt this up a little bit so you can actually see my face while I'm doing this. Nice power drill ASMR as well. Man, I wish Becca was here. All this ASMR content for her. For those of you who don't know, Becca May is a fantastic supporter of the channel. And every time there's an opportunity for some ASMR content, as we call it, where it's just good sound, she eats that shit up, and I love it. 400 away from making him passive. Yes, I would love a mill. In dollars. About the same. No, I would love, like, and I debated doing this out in the garage too, because I have, you know, all the tools out there, but it's a little chilly this weekend here in Michigan. So, but no, having a mill, or like even just a drill press. I could have done this at my work, but it was one of those like, take my setup to work and do it all there, or do I just make it work here? And I decided to do it here. So maybe I should add a mill to my Twish list. Yeah, let me know. The microphone up a little higher, hopefully. Okay, that doesn't block anything and you can hear me a little bit better out there. Yeah, and I wanted to, again, my plan is to 3D print a lid, and I think I'll do it between now and the coding stream, so that way I can switch it into it, but I wanted to do it the old-fashioned way today. Also, for those who haven't guessed, I haven't done the actual build before. I've been pushing it off for a long time. I bought it in the middle of quarantine. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get into it. It's going to be great. And then I started streaming and I went, wait, maybe I should do it live. Oh, did I actually bring my file in from the garage? That would have been smart. Probably didn't, though. Oh. Well, last drill and I had an issue. Isn't that awesome? Punkin' Yunkin's here, everyone. Morning. She's in the background getting coffee. I'm not gonna put these bits away just yet. I have a strange feeling I might need them later. And also, for those wondering, this like coffee table island thing that I'm working on is actually an IKEA table with floor tiles put on it, so it's a little bit more resilient, so I can actually work on it. It was one of the things when I was finishing my kitchen, I was like, I want something that I can do crafts and work on. I don't want it to be just a standard wooden kitchen table, so I did this. Right? Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I brought my file in. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, let's kind of... Thanks, buddy. Also, speaking of augmented streams, I'm hoping that when things get back to somewhat of a normal in the near future, that I'm going to do a lot of over-the-shoulder programming streams. Or I'm not going to talk a whole lot, but I'm going to make sure that I have a camera running while I'm programming my shows. And I think that should be a lot of fun. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go grab my file from the garage, and I'm going to warm up my coffee. I'll be right back. So, you know that awesome moment that happens in every little boy's life where he realizes that he let somebody borrow a tool that he needs for something, and he realizes it when he needs it? I'm at one of those moments. So, instead of using a real file, we're going to use this bad boy, which I don't know. Thank you for the caffeinate pancakes and bacon. What up, Raising? So what this is, for those who don't know, is actually a file to repair a tire. But it's got the same consistency as a file on the side. It's not as fine as some of the files that, of course, I let somebody borrow. But they were doing a woodworking project at the beginning of the pandemic, and I was like, yeah, sure, you can borrow them. Oops, forgot to ask them back. But this should do the trick of what we need to accomplish. So I'm going to work with what I have. So, okay, once I get all those drilled out, using a square, rectangular file at square holes and slot. Or use your preferred method. Well, my preferred method I can't do, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Okay. Okay, so that's the hole, so this is the slot. Well, let's do the squares first. Man, I'm kind of upset that they aren't all squared out. Would have been convenient. Wonder if I can score them. Let's do that. I see Eric and Raising are using all of my commands, which I'm not mad about. That's why they're there. Let's put this back on. Oh, before I put this fully back on, just to show you, like, all the holes that I drilled and everything, and what they ended up looking like. Final form. Not very uniform or square, which is upsetting, but I'm going to try to score the lines through the paper, and hopefully that'll help. So, is the balance of music to my voice good? It looks like it's good on my side, but I just want to double check. Yeah, an hour into the stream. Okay. Also, this is my first, build along? I don't even know what you would call this, but this is my first version, so let me know in the Discord if you have any comments about how it looks, how it sounds, if you wanted to see something different that you didn't get to see during the stream. If you like the top-down camera, if I could have made an adjustment with that to better the stream. All comments welcome. I respect and appreciate your opinions. And yes, I could use a scorer for this. But who owns a scorer? You can just use a scoring tool, I guess is the proper. But who would use that when you could just use the not so sharp blade of your Skeletool? There we go. Come on, don't rip, please. I respect you, I love you. There we go, okay. A lot of you are seeing my crazy weird work ethic for the first time today, which is I do a lot of kind of chaotic work and then I just hunker down and pay attention, and there's no real in between. Oh, don't you dare. Okay. I think that might be the ticket. Get this paper off because it's pretty much destroyed at this point. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the lack of white balance ability that this camera above me has. Because look at my skin tone. I'm a little warm, but I also have a lot of red tones in my skin. But everything under this light looks green. And I hate it! But I live with it because I can't return it anymore. Because I passed the window of return. Well, that paper is pretty much destroyed. And if I need to, I will make another one. But for now, okay. That scoring was pretty much horrendous, but you can see I did not do proper squares at all. And we're just gonna hope that I can fix it when I actually put the cherry keys in there. So here we go. Oh, this is gonna suck. Pandrake's was right. Maybe I'll have better luck just cutting it out with my knife. Yep, I'm gonna have better luck with my knife. Bye-bye, file. Also, cut away from yourself. Cut toward your buddy, not your friend. Or cut toward your buddy, not yourself. That's the line. Yeah, because once I get the actual square part cut out, and not these 4 holes, it'll be a little bit easier for me to use a file. I'm gonna have to do another trash situation here in a second. A lot of scraps on the table. For those just tuning in, I am building the ETC Light Hack today. Not officially licensed by ETC, but it works with ETC products. Because ETC is always working on new and interesting things. And if I still worked for a dealer or a lighting sales rep, there would have been a spiel right there, but I don't, so I won't. Oh, these cherry keyholes are going to be a poopy time. Apparently today is tune in to watch Dustin do dangerous things with knives. I mean, all the standard holes look great. I had a feeling all this intricate cutting was going to be the painful stuff. Let's go back to the file. Now that it's an actual square. This would be so much easier if I had the right tools. Is that a point? Did Dustin just make a point? That having the right tools is a good thing? Weird. You know, if I'm already going to 3D print, let's go this way. I'm going to use this as a teachable moment because that's who I am as a person. This little friend definitely takes longer than an hour to do if you're doing it the way that they instruct on the GitHub or the repository. So that being said, I'm definitely going to 3D print this cover between now and next Sunday. But for a, 1 hour's worth of work, I got pretty close to what they were asking for. I could spend a little bit more time to clean out those cherry holes, but instead I'm going to wire up the box instead with the rest of the time that I have today, because I think that's a better use of my time. So let's tuck this box off to the side. Move on to the electronics. Okay. So we have connecting the electronics. Cut appropriate lengths of wire. How do I know what's appropriate? Okay. Look at the wire we have. Let's see what they gave us. Literally a smattering of wire is what they gave us. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't feel as bad. For a second, I was just like, oh no. I'm not going to have enough wire to do this project if I don't do it perfectly. That's not true. Okay. Let's get this open. I feel like they were trying to be helpful with that, but... Dustin doing things with knives. Dustin Miller, I do stuff with knives that other tools would probably be better for. Tune in Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Sundays are usually when I do the knife stuff. The knife stuff. Come on. Where are you? Get out of your little cocoon. There we go. Part build, part unboxing. We love to see it. Ooh, nice and soft. Can't even hear it. I wish it was clicky, but I understand. I get it. Okay, so look at the wiring diagram again. So that's the ground. Okay. Bad boys out. Okay. So this is where this might be. What up, Katie? Or if this shot's gonna be better for this. Oh, it might be actually. Camera around a little bit, but just the white balance on this bad boy. Holy crap. Hi. White balance on camera 3 is terrible. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Better. Drop it down even. Shut off autofocus. That way it stays focused on the keys. There we go. There we go. Okay, you turned it at a good time. We're gonna do some wire cutting and some soldering. It's gonna be great. Okay. Well, I am just gonna go based off of what looks like in this document. They all come together in the center, so I can probably do something like that. Yeah. Also, if I could recommend a set of tools, but the Klein Tools wire cutters, everything is on the outside, including the stripper, or the actual cutting part. And it's spring loaded, so it comes right back. Oh, these right here, man. As an ETC service tech, these were the best. So, okay. Cut all these the same. Ooh. Maybe in box 2 build, I'll do clicky switches. Welcome back, Megan. We pseudo put aside the box build side of it and dove into the electronics. Also, for anybody wondering, I believe I am fully out of the woods when it comes to the side effects of Dose 2. I'm very happy. What gauge wire is that? Tell me anywhere gauge wire this is. Uh, 22, perfect. It looked like I was gonna say 18, which is way off. But I think I'm just used to something like that. Ooh, these strippers are technically too small. Worries me. About a ½ inch. But luckily, I know how to work a pair of strippers that isn't the right size. As I completely fail at it. That's awesome. There we go. Oh no, it's technically too big. Dustin, you failed. Bad news. Let's put this actually in the shot so you can see. That's not bad. I can live with that. Other ones. Luckily, I have the wire strippers that almost everybody owns that has the multiple sizes and you can crimp and all those. And this has 22, so hopefully. That didn't work. Oh, because these are really old and they weren't lined up properly. Why aren't these closing all the way? Well, back to doing it the other way, because at least it was reliable. It just took 2 tries. Yeah, I like that a lot better than not working at all. Okay. Bring this up a little bit. Also, everyone, I'm getting a little warm, so I'm going to take off the hat. You're actually going to see my hair. Oh my god. Scandalous. A part of me started wearing the hat because I hate how long my hair is now. The other part of me wore the hat because I was like, maybe it'll be a thing. Because it was what I used to wear all the time when I was in college because of my long hair. Because I used to have hair all the way down to my waist. Come on. I don't know why I didn't think that the gauge was going to be the same as like all the other ETC projects I've ever done. Because this is perfect for all those, but apparently not this one. Okay, so my next step is actually soldering those together. So let's make that happen. Let's get my soldering iron plugged in. Actually clean some things up so that way I'm not soldering over a mess. I should keep the little baggies. This might be useful. Oh, I'm trapped. Ugh. Everything's fine here now. How are you? And for those of you who are probably wondering, no, this is not the first time I've used soldering iron on my kitchen table. I feel like scent's coming in from this way. So it looks like it's this solder. So I made all that comment about taking off my hat because it was getting warm under my head, or under my hat, and now my hair is. We'll see if that helps. Okay. Okay. Also, the solder I'm using is a little bit too heavy for what I'm looking for, but it is electrical solder, so it is appropriate. I just wish it was a little thinner because I'm gonna have to be very, very careful on how much solder gets dripped onto these. Move this a little bit because I don't want that light blinding the camera. You know, it would really help if this was mounted in a box. That's my bad, I get that. Also, you're gonna see that I have very shaky hands when I do this sometimes. Let's do this the easy way. Solder smell. Gotta love it. There we go. Just a little dab will do ya. See that solder. And yes, I'm doing this soldering for the camera and not for me, which is a little bit of a challenge, but I think I'm up for it. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh, I do need the helping hands. I actually have a set at work that I thought about stealing for this, but I think Fovid Wine Teen Brain just stopped me from having any coherent, smart thoughts about this weekend's plans. What was that? Thank you! Thank you for the biddies! Yeah, for those who are interested in that sort of thing, I recently, in conversations with Megan specifically, oh, look at that. Got some solder left on that. Ooh, I forgot a sponge. No! Dustin! You know what? I'm not done, so I'm not going to worry about it. That I now have QLab open in the background with Touch OSC that triggers all of my sound effects.
Bruh.
That way I can have that tucked off to the side on my iPad. I think it's very, very convenient and nice. Come on. Ta-da! That's not the cleanest thing I've ever done. Could probably be a little better. Let's try. Oh, I can totally hold both of these with one hand. Awesome. Okay, I couldn't do that with one hand. One more try. Oh, this is way better. Why didn't I do it this before? I also need a nice voltage. There we go. That's better. That's way better. Voltage controlled soldering iron. That'd be way better for me. Dude, show control is the best. Honestly, it's why I use QLab above a lot of other systems, because they make show control so much more accessible. Yeah, that's a pretty solid solder right there. I'm happy with that. Ooh, that's a little bubbly on the bottom, but it's not affecting any more electronics, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Okay. And I saw that one of the next things I need to do is connect these all via ground, right? Okay, looks like they do here. Yeah, okay. For anybody who hasn't used these Wago connectors, these are the best frickin' invention that has ever been invented. So how it works is it's got these little latches that I don't think you can see it because I don't have autofocus turned on, but they latch the metal, which stretches across here, latch that connection to any wires that are put into the base. You see how it goes all the way to the bottom? And then the orange clip clasps down and then latches it in there. That way everything that goes in here is connected across that single bus. It's so freaking nice. Ta-da! Okay. Dude. Never tell whoever it may be how many Wago connectors are currently in my house. I mean, they are rated 24 to 12 gauge up to 450 volts. So I didn't break any laws. So, cool. What's next? I wire up the dimmer pots now. So, and then the black leads. Okay, let's look at the instructions. So we have, oh yeah, the white balance of this is terrible. Let's go back to the close-up. So we have, white balance of this is terrible too. There we go. That's better. Okay. So what we just did was this stuff connected through here with a single wire back. So that'll be, so this is technically done. Then the dimmer pots have to get wired together with a single wire back to here with their central ground. Okay, so I'll do that next. Where are you, dimmer pots? Not pepper pots, dimmer pots. Where'd I put you? Did I throw you away? Oh no. Shh, don't tell anyone. I totally threw them away. But they were all wrapped up in foam, so I didn't lose anything. But man, was that like a small little moment of, wow, dumbass. How are we looking at time? 11:35? Not bad. Okay. Yeah, because after I get it all Wagoed and soldered, it's just connecting straight into the Arduino without that stuff. So I got the LCD I still need to do after these, and everything else wires into the Arduino direct. Cool. Okay, so we got the 3-wire side. This is the one we need to worry about. Okay. So let's do all 3 of those wires. Shall we? I hope this has been a fun stream so far for people. Because when I first decided I wanted to start streaming, this was some of the stuff I wanted to do on a regular basis. No! See, that's what happens when you use too big a solder. Your points get all muddy. Shite. I use this. Maybe I do wire first for this. Dustin. Thank you, Pancakes! Yeah, of course, Pancakes. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate anybody who enjoys this stuff. So yay. Let's do the same size bad boys as I did those. Which I don't think is the case for the other wires. I think those need to be a little bit longer. Oh, oops. Apparently we're in the director's cut. Just throwing in shots everywhere. Come on. Also, for anyone who's ever met me, I'm the sort of person that the multi-tool is truly that I can use it for almost anything. One of the things I pride myself on, and yep, I didn't screw it up on stream, yes, is that I can strip any size wire with the right amount of pressure. Jokes. Feel too warm for my hat. I think it's because I still have to start outside. It really helps if you have the right tools to do jobs, because then you're stuck doing what I'm doing, which is making it work. It is a Skeletool, Panjakes. It is my multi-tool of choice. I've been using it for the last 6-7 years. This is my third one. First one I got commandeered thanks to airport security and my dumbass for leaving it in my bag. The second one, I broke the knife off, and they don't replace the knife without you sending it in. and I was just like, you know what? I'll just get a second one. So I bought this one, which has all the black tool pieces, because I just had all silver. And I bought this one, and I've been using it. And the weirdest, like, couple days of my life happened. I broke the tip off of this. You'll see that it's not pointy anymore. And a few days later, I lost my other one while working on a job site where I was doing a bunch of climbing and like everything to get some terminations done for a job. And my tool fell off and I didn't realize it while I was on job site. And I went looking for it and couldn't track it down. Luckily, I had this one in my bag, so I just kept working. But it's probably buried in some fly loft somewhere. So, yeah, dude, Skeletool. I don't think I'll use anything else. Okay, let's get these wired up. Excuse me. Whoa. Oh, my tip is dirty. So speaking of building, if anyone's interested, on the 8th, I will be doing a Minecraft stream with a bunch of friends, community members, and some of them are actually in the chat right now. Megan and Eric will be joining me on the 8th at 6 p.m. We're doing a Minecraft stream. I'm trying to get it set up so it can be a charity stream, but that is turning into being a pain in the ass right now to try to get that up and running. So if I do get that up and running, I will let everybody know. But regardless, we are having that stream, and I'm very excited. I did it again. Awesome. That's what we like to see, Dustin screwing up. Oh, you're not playing Minecraft right now? That's okay. You can play after. Me removing the piece of solder that I thought was going to be super helpful. Turns out, nope. Yeah, and now look at that. That is such a nice, clean solder point right there. You can barely tell there's solder, but it's nice and secure and almost a clean line. That's the shit I like. Okay, let's try to do it again. That's not bad. That one's pretty good too. Awesome. Okay. So, should probably wire up the other wires first. I need a yellow, and it looks like a white. Okay. For both of these. Come on. And it looks like these need to go from the top of the box to the bottom of the box. So let's give us good length. Don't want to mess this up, so I absolutely have to. I can get some more wire at a later time to finish this up, but for right now, this'll do. How are we doing on time? I'm gonna go a little bit after noon. Probably not too far though, because I do have some things I need to accomplish today. Okay. Yeah, I need to get myself a wet sponge. Hold on a sec. It's getting really dirty and thing. Ugh. Don't have a sponge. Sometimes a wet paper towel will work, depending on the brand. Now I got a little thing of paper towel at the end, which is great. This stream should be called Watch Dustin ruin his soldering iron because he doesn't have a proper sponge. I'm gonna have to do a nice burn off of all that stuff when we're done. Okay. Oh, we got white on the left, yellow on the right. Those weren't too bad. Yeah, I like those. No touching up necessary. That's probably my favorite one so far. That was my least favorite. Yeah, so as you can see, the difference between having, which is the white one, the right amount of solder compared to the too much solder. That big difference in how those points look. Like that one looks nice and clean. That one's got that big glob on it. I could probably smooth that out and run it down the wire a little bit if I wanted. But I also don't want to fuck it up beyond repair. I kinda just did. Just gonna polish it off and call it done. Come on, Dustin. Okay, gotta get that solder off. It's too much. Come on. Rip off, damn it. That's what I get for trying to fix it. Now it's even worse. Look at that. You know what? The solder points aren't touching. Calling it good. Okay. Let's connect these grounds. This is why Wago connectors are great. Done. Okay. Cool. So these are wired. Then 8, 7, and 6. Okay. At the appropriate length of wire to connect to the display and contrast adjustment photometer base as shown. So I gotta lop off the end. Oh, so this wiring harness is purely for this contrast knob. So I don't even... Okay. Cool. I talked a huge game about the wire harness and I didn't even need the end. Okay, so it looks like I need a... So there's ground, which is black, 5 volt is red, and gray goes to the pot. I don't actually... Where does the pot live? On the box. Is it on the inside? On the back of the box? Where the hell does this live when it's all put together? I have no idea where this is supposed to live. The box is finished. Huh. Okay. Well, that'll be a challenge for a different day. Okay, so then I don't want to strip any of that out. I just want to keep as much of that wire as possible. So let's use the right tool. Use the pair of wire strippers that you used on a wire that someone told you was not hot, but definitely was, and you shocked yourself, shocked the tool. Luckily not you, because it's rubber handles, as well as you were wearing gloves like a proper person or proper technician, but did not stop it from still being hot. So I guess I don't need all of this. Let's cut it in half. Keep it just in case. Okay. And then these friends go into a Wago, which means I'm going to cut them short. That wire is going to be used What's that meme? It's for a future thing later. I think it's Mickey. I can't remember. Oh, look, more screws. Wow, a lot more screws. Okay. What's next? We got that. Well, let's get these done at least. Wait. Wait. Okay. So one wire goes to the screen. These other two okay, so it has the pot 3, which I like. So these two will head back to the Arduino. This one heads to the screen, as well as a bunch of others that head to the screen. Well, 5 volts and 3 grounds head to the screen. think that's the only grounds I have left, so as long as I'm smart about wire lengths. Got one ground that heads back, and then the rest of these head to the screen. How's everyone's morning going? These bad boys head to the screen. And then up the 5 volters, I'm actually gonna, since the 5 volt is, well, all the wires going to the screen to be the same color. That way the 5 volt heading back is actually red. I don't need the soldering iron for a second. Jake things. Like Jake things. I'm excited for Jake things. Okay, so that'll be the 5 volt that heads to the Arduino. Screen. So all these are screen. And these two are Arduino. Perfect. I guess I was wrong, and we are going to solder soon. I also just realized that some of this is going to be a pain in the ass later when I actually try to put this in the box, because I'm going to have to undo not all, but a couple of the solder points. Note to self for next time. Bring the coffee warmer out to this setup. It's necessary. Okay. Very nice and clean. Ooh, these solder points are gonna suck. Okay. Luckily, though, I think they do feed through. So it's ground, 5 volt, pot, 12. Ground 11. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5 volt ground. Okay. Let's ground first. don't know how well you're going to be able to see this solder point compared to the others. This is where flux comes in handy, but guess who doesn't have any? This guy. Well, at least not right now. Soldering iron to heat back up because I thought I was. Ah, jokes. It's gonna be picky. Picky. Come on. Yeah, this is where having the really thick solder is very bad. And I'm got it. Come on. I just want it to work. Just drop the glob. That's all I want. I don't want that falling on my project. There we go. Okay, so, like I said, this soldering part might not be as nice as the others. For what you can see at least. Try to be outward about it as possible so you can see it. I wish I had flux. Yep. Man. Okay, that one's not bad. Next, we got 5 volts. So we're coming from here. Man. That's not the kind of reveal you hope for. Oh, now the two connections are bridged. And Dustin. What I'm going to try to do now is bend the wire as it comes into the hole, so that way when I pull it into the solder, it's pulling at a 90 degree instead of straight down. I think it might be a more secure solder if I do it that way. It's kind of right. It'd help if I actually pulled it into the solder the appropriate amount. Did not. Man, if this is how the first solder point is going for this screen. Yeah, because if I had flux, it would go all the way down the hole, and I'd feel happier about it, but now I have to do it on both sides. Well, friends, this is going to take a lot longer than I was expecting to do this part of the soldering. So I may have to clean this up and finish this part of it next Sunday instead. I was hoping to, and I think honestly it was the box part of it that kind of slowed me down. I'd be much further along if I had the hour that I took doing that, which, you know, it's part of the process, so it's not a problem. It's just something that I have to adjust for with my scheduling, because today I only really booked about 2 hours to 2.5 for this. So I appreciate everyone who came by and watched. Again, my Sunday streams are supposed to be as chill as possible. I hope that I accomplish that. I may do the build again out here in the living room next Sunday. I may do it in my office, since it's just the small minutia stuff now and not the drills and everything. We shall see how that goes, but I will bring this all back on Sunday regardless of where I am and make it happen. I will be back on Wednesday for more Witcher. We are doing the side quest day because I need more cash and I need more experience points so I can advance forward in the plot a little bit. So we're doing a side quest day on Wednesday. Saturday, it's a little up in the air about what I'm going to try to do. I might do a little bit of Minecraft. We'll see. I'll keep you all posted, but Sunday we will pick this back up and continue working on it, whether it's more of the soldering side of things or it is the coding or both. Maybe we'll have time to do both. So come back next Sunday for that. Also, the 8th, like I mentioned, is Minecraft Day. If you haven't had the opportunity, please join the Discord. We're a fun bunch of folks over there trying to make it through this world as best we can by designing and conquering. So check that out. Also, follow me on my socials if you haven't already. I have Twitter for my day-to-day, Instagram for behind the streams shots, as well as cat pictures if you like cats. And then Facebook is more for events and official type stuff, fleshing out my portfolio as a designer sort of stuff. And then we have the GitHub where I do my projects, where I have Q Tabletop, QLab, Touchbar, QLab, Stream Deck, and ETC EOS Touchbar. So check those out if you're feeling fancy. And we will be back here this upcoming Wednesday and then Sunday for this one. So come back for that. Thank you all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you coming to this, because this is kind of the bare bones, like, pet project stuff that I really wanted to do on stream from the beginning. So I hope that y'all enjoy this as much as I have. Challenge kind of inspires triumph. So I'm hoping, or however that phrase goes, but I'm hoping that this stuff is as entertaining, fun, and educational as it is for me, as it is for you. So thank you all. Like, this is what Design and Conquer means for me, is going in here, tweaking, adjusting, and then conquering all these issues, like internally, but also together with all of you. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. Give the channel a follow if you haven't already. If you're watching, subscribe if you can, and if you can't, we do have merch available. We have a fluorescent t-shirt with the Beyond Beard logo, which is, I don't have my mug with me right now, but it is my kind of channel logo. Oh wait, I do have the logo. Is it here? There it is. It's really small. It's so small. It's on my face. But that logo you can get on a t-shirt and a baseball tee. So check those out. Fluorescent shirts. I just thought fluorescent was a cool choice. So check those out if you can. I will be back on Wednesday, then Saturday at 6 p.m. and then finally Sunday to pick this back up. So thank you all so very much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Design and conquer, my friends. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.